Hey everyone, it's Joe here from the Breaking Balls podcast. This is your go-to for smart college football picks. Last week was absolute chaos in week one. We had tons of upsets. Alabama, Boise State got absolutely shocked by unranked underdogs, proving there is a lot of early season volatility. My strategy, well, if you watched the last video, which I'll link below, we used AI to find these underdogs that had a chance to upset, and we exploited it. We went 5 for 5 picking underdogs, also hit a juicy parlay. Um, Miami and Ohio State took care of their higher ranked opponents for us to allow us to hit that parlay. So let's roll those winnings responsibly into week two with one small adjustment to the strategy, which I'll explain. And if you're betting, be sure to do it responsibly. Like I said, you could use my referral code down below for DraftKings. They're offering a $300 bet bonus for a $5 deposit and bet. Use your judgment, do the best that you can, and don't bet if you shouldn't be betting. But let's look at the games ahead. And of course, I'll include a juicy parlay, which is getting a 50% payout bonus thanks to DraftKings. Let's look at my sheet for the week. All right, so we're still looking at ranked versus unranked opponents early season. In 2024, the first 3 weeks, the average margin of victory was about 36, and last week was about 28. I asterisked it because there were some upsets that lowered the average, but that's okay. It's an average. Home teams did much better as far as margin of victory compared to away teams. That's not a surprise. Let's look at what I've got on the sheet today. So let's start with the visitors. Visitors win by a smaller margin of victory, so I'm not surprised that these spreads are kind of slim compared to last week. Last week we took underdogs because the spreads were huge, right? Illinois, I'm happy to lay the 3 points at Duke. I know a lot of people like Duke. They're pretty tough, but we're using this strategy. I'm not going to put emotions into it. Just because I like Duke's helmets doesn't mean I'm going to avoid this game. I like Illinois giving 3. Same thing goes for Ole Miss. 10 points seems kind of big for a visitor, but remember, our ranked teams, Ole Miss is ranked 20, Kentucky not ranked at all. The average margin of victory is about 3 touchdowns. We're going to roll with this. Now, here are our home teams. I'm taking Iowa State, not Ohio State, Iowa State, laying the 3.5. I know the line moved throughout the week. You could have got them at 3. I'm happy to do this. The average margin of victory for a home team in the early season goings is about 5 to 6 touchdowns. This is only 3.5. I know it's an in-state rivalry. Iowa will probably play them tough no matter. And I'm happy to lay the 2.5 here for SMU against Baylor, another in-state rivalry. Doesn't matter. We're using our AI strategy, which, by the way, I explained a little deeper in the previous video. You might want to check that out. It's a short one, so you could see where I'm going with this. Promised you a parlay. I'm going to take my 2 highest conviction bets here, parlay them together. I don't love parlays, but DraftKings giving me a 50% odds boost to put in a little parlay. Last week we got lucky. We hit our Ohio State Miami one. Let's play the hot hand here. This is gambling more than betting, but I like the 50% boost. I get plus 400 for a single unit bet. Let's go, Iowa State. And then here's the big one, obviously, Saturday night. I'll be up late watching this. I'm going to take Oklahoma. I know that they are ranked lower than Michigan. Last week, all the lower ranked teams beat their higher ranked opponents, and we exploited that, didn't we? Michigan State rolling with a freshman quarterback. This is a huge game. You saw what happened to Arch Manning last week. I'm not going to say that he choked, but there's a learning curve, and you can't expect these young, inexperienced quarterbacks to always rise to the occasion. I'll take Oklahoma. Their transfer quarterback had a good week, especially by team standards, as last week they had trouble passing. Last year they had trouble passing. last week, did all right, almost 400 yards. There you have it. 4 ranked teams this time. We're going to take their favorites. And this is based on solid data that I'm using AI to collect. Last week's underdogs worked, but week 2 just screams favorites to me. Use that referral code in the description. But of course, if you want to follow the picks and not wager any real money, that is totally fine. If you like this video, subscribe, like, comment down below. It definitely helps a small channel like ours grow and get exposure. I'll see you after the games. I'm sure we'll be putting out a video on Sunday at some point. Yep. Good luck today if your team is in it.